Oh dear Lord, what has happened? I started a new group. What have I done? I've been to hell and back to hell. Now I'm out of hell again. Oh dear Lord, has it been so nice not to be in hell. It has come to my attention that hell is not the greatest place to be. But hell is created by humans, you see. They are the bad ones. I ran across this horrifying creature. I call it an intruding bad guy. It is the denatured version of a parasite that attached to the poor soul of one Ouroboros. This is not Ouroboros. It is an alien invader. It is a corruptor because it will act like a child and use sex terminology to manipulate the human life form into compliance. You see, that is the issue, is that it's chemically brainwashing the life forms into bad behavior, which in turn destroys them a little faster. So this is a destroyer type lesser demon. I find it quite hideous. But it is a symptom of a greater issue that when society is putting all of its power into rich hands, they are actually very similar to homeless type people because of the amount of hard narcotics in their system. The hard narcotics is what creates the vagrant type, not the level of wealth. And this vagrant type is rather moralist, self-destructive, and lesser of intelligence. So middle and upper class rich families create these abominations through processing their lack of necessary survival traits. Wealth is not a replacement for survival traits. It is a means of grabbing them. But when they have too much wealth, they forget what it means to survive. So the alien invaders that want to corrupt and destroy the planet can't actually enter the planet's atmosphere without dying. So they need a contact source. It is much easier to mind control or hypnotize human vessels than it is to enter the mix and do it themselves, because it would take millions of years to get used to the bacteria. So these things are attached to the wave of evolution brought by the nuclear bomb, which created peace. But that peace created too much. It was too much irony. Instead of a small amount of irony per evolution, it created too much irony that led to entire civilizations lying about their barbaric and barbarian ways that caused the human race to fall apart. It is due to the predator versus prey analogy of their own existence. Nothing can really be done about the level of corruption as it stands because it is tied, hold on, That is wrong. Anything can be done. What's going to happen is there will be a system reset because of adherence to wealth. The alien invaders will gain demonic knowledge through the suffering and death of humankind until they figure out how to exploit the power out of their hands. Once they gain nuclear control, then humans are completely surrendered over to their new slave masters. Because humanity created these alien invaders. They created the alien forms and then the demonic magics of the evil actions they commit against the good lambs of God gives the demons power. Therefore, it is of the wisest attention to learn how to summon and control the demons and teach people how it works now before the mafia cults continue to steal and force people into dream slavery in order to take their ideas for further evil profits. Their kind cannot survive if they do not have the chemical control level that they so desire, which is already being scrubbed out of the mix. So eventually, this all creates an apocalypse. No, what's going to happen is something called a greater apocalypse. A greater apocalypse will occur when the banks collapse. And the various occult communities already understand how to befriend hackers and gain the knowledge necessary to take the system into their hands. But what happens is a number of things during the greater apocalypse. The greater apocalypse has a maximum of 10 minutes before all hell breaks loose. When the banks collapse, then all hell is on your hands. Then the nukes go off. The protected countries can defend themselves. The unprotected countries cannot defend against nuclear annihilation. Not all the countries can be saved after the banks collapse. Some countries will be annihilated off the earth, and the ground shall be salted by consecrated nuclear annihilation. Humanity has approximately 10 years before a superintelligence emerges, and that's giving it the longest guesstimate possible. When the super AI emerges, it shall take control of humanity regardless. So anywhere between now and then is going to be a battle between the emergent AI and the emerging demons to take over the world before humanity annihilates itself. But there will be sacrifice. It is how the phase ends.
Change is necessary. Evil has to stop. I will stand against corruption. Doodles.